promising partnership of Jimmy Gilligan and Guy Whittingham. Proved just what an asset they can be to Pompey.
Coming to a football match is very often a family occasion, and the newest family man at Fratton Park, not new to Fratton Park, but with a new family, is Martin Cool. You're a bit of a humorist too, but it gets pretty serious on the pitch when you step up to take a free kick.
When I get on the pitch, I just take it a lot serious. I love messing about off the pitch, but I'm a Jekyll and Hyde person. When I'm on the pitch, I'm very serious. I take a free kick, you just put the ball down, then it's your missus, and smack it as hard as you can.
Well, I said you're a bit of a humorist, but you do enjoy your football, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I take it very, very seriously. You don't realise when you are a professional, it is most of your life. Your family have to put up with football itself. They watch the games, have to put up with wherever we go out, people talking about the game. But it's a very, very serious business.
Do you practice your set-piece free kicks very often, or is that just something you've got the knack of, getting a foot behind it and sending it maybe 30, 40 yards?
No, we practice quite a bit in training. Sometimes we practice the whole team, and sometimes we just practice ourselves, like after training a few balls and take the young keepers out and practice on them. Practice bending them both ways and chipping them.
Well, Martin, you're pretty adept at fooling the goalkeeper in a one-to-one situation too. If there's a penalty and you step up to take it, it's usually 100% it's going to go in.
Keepers try and put you off, but it don't bother me. I mean, just take your time, settle down, make your mind up and stick it in the net. You should score from the penalty spot. It's just you against the keeper. A lot of people, I think, they change their mind at the last minute and put it the wrong way and the keeper saves it, but just pick your spot and put it in there.
At the end of the season, Pompey started to play particularly well, and midfield cover was very good. There weren't many teams who could manage to get the ball through the midfield without at least being harassed, on most occasions being denied. Is that, again, something that is a matter of strategy, or is it just a case of playing hard?
I think it's just teamwork. I think if you close space down, stop people playing, the better players they are, the closer you have to get to them and stop them playing. The midfield is an engine room area. You have to destroy and create. That's our job. You're up and down the box, from box to box. Like I say, you destroy, stop them playing first of all, and then you create goals for the front players. And if you can get the goals yourself, it's a bonus.
Well, a lot of new additions to Fratton Park too, and men like Gary Stevens and so on this season. How have they fitted in with the team and with your particular style of football?
Steve O's fitting in all right. I mean, he's played for England, so he should fit in. He's got experience as well. He's fitting in the middle of the park. He's sort of supposed to be as a calming influence, but he does his work. You know, lads, if he didn't do his work, lads would slaughter him. But he does his work, and it's not bad, you know.
Well, moving to the end of the season, Martin, Barnsley was the last game, and you scored against them too.
Again, it was a free kick. John Beresford wanted to take it because he wanted to score against his old club. The way players shoot, you know, you don't let him do that. Just the keeper showed just a foot to the left-hand side, and I just bent it round a post. Just bent it into the net. That was it.
You make it sound so simple, but it's not that simple.
Well, it is quite simple as it goes. Like, if you try and hit it too hard, the ball flies, but there's enough players in the country who can bend balls. I don't know why I don't do it a lot more often. Well,
next season for you, you've now got a family, a little girl, and obviously you've got to spend a bit more time at home perhaps and not nip out and socialise. Do you have to get to change the nappies?
I do it a lot, yeah, change the nappies and bath and get up and everything.
That will leave you enough time presumably to play football next season?
It might just squeeze a game in, yeah. Might be able to squeeze a game in somewhere along the line.
Intimidating Elland Road and a Leeds United side in promotion form were our next journey from Fratton Park. On this occasion, Leeds ended up victors by 2-0. However, back at home it was a very different prospect. Bournemouth were in relegation trouble, and once again, Guy Whittingham was to prove to be their undoing. On FA Cup semi-final weekend, Sheffield United were the visitors to Fratton Park. Another promotion-hopeful side who went away disappointed. Mick Fillery's opening goal was followed by Mark Chamberlain and Guy Whittingham to put the 3-2 scoreline the right way round. Victory away at Ipswich Town and a draw at Leicester City were fine preparation for the derby game against Brighton and Hove Albion.
Well, Gary, it's an important match here, South Coast derby, and against your old club Brighton. You must be looking forward to it.
Yes, I think so. It's a good game for everybody, but more so myself, because there aren't too many faces left from when I played at Brighton, admittedly, but there's a few, and it's one of the results I always look for, and today, as the whistle goes, I'll know it and I won't have to actually be looking for it.
And it's important in many ways because of neither side can be clear of relegation problems yet.
No, we've got a lot of work to do. I think both teams are almost clear, but mathematically we could both still go down. So yes, we both need to win. Possibly a draw would settle for both of us, but we would rather the 3 points and make certain of it.
Now, how have you found things here at Fratton Park since you joined from Spurs?
Well, very different from Tottenham, for sure. It's not as big a club. I think it's got the potential. But the great thing from my point of view is that Portsmouth have made me very welcome, which everybody needs to be made welcome and feel wanted. I wasn't that at Tottenham, or haven't been over the last couple of years, so it's been a good move for me. Possibly a step backwards as far as stature of the club is concerned, because you can't really compare Portsmouth as it stands at the moment with Tottenham as it currently stands. But as far as football is concerned, I've gone from sort of Tottenham reserves to Portsmouth first team, to 8, 9, 10, maybe 12,000 gates here at Portsmouth, and the fans cheering me on rather than sort of 300 or 400 in the reserves at Tottenham. So I'm enjoying it, and since I've been here, we've gone from 23rd in the league. We're currently sort of 15th, 16th in the league, and things are looking up as far as next year is concerned.
Yeah, current form is very good, and not a little due to the form of Guy Whittingham.
Well, yes, Guy's, I suppose, our player of the year for sure. I don't think he's been voted that yet, but he will be. That's almost certain. Yes, he's scored some vital goals for us, and he works very hard. He's very honest. I think what will be difficult for him is to actually follow that next year, but I'm sure he can do that.
And what about you? Obviously, everybody talks about the injury back in December 1987, I think it was. Now, you have no reaction to that anymore?
What injury are you talking about? There's been so many, I'm afraid. Yes, I've had a few bumps and bruises. I've had a couple of knee operations, a spinal fusion, which sort of held up the deal here on the insurance side of things. I'm feeling fit, feeling well, and hopefully my performance today will prove that, as I feel it is done in the last sort of 15, 16 games that I've played.
And a little bit of a knock on the head there as well.
Yeah. I thought I was over all the bumps and bruises. Yeah, I'd got a bump on the head at Ipswich almost a week ago, so hopefully these stitches will come out after the game today. I played with them at Leicester on Saturday, and would you believe the first goalkeeper's kick lands straight on my head to head. No, it's no real problem. I'm a little bit apprehensive about it, but it isn't a problem, and it's not affecting me at the moment.
Now the conditions today, it's nice and sunny, but a little bit blustery.
I think there's been one game since I've been down here when it hasn't been blowing a gale-force wind, so I can assure you these conditions are good to normal. I think we'd prefer it to be a little bit calmer, because we like to play football at Portsmouth. Although having said that, it's the same for the opposition, and it all levels out eventually.
We've had a first half packed with goalmouth incident, but as yet no goals, due in large to the efforts of Alan Knight and Perry Digweed in the respective goals. As Pompey kick off the second half, attacking the goal to our left. Both sets of strikers will be hoping they can find the back of the net, and an early chance now for Pompey as Wigley goes free on that right hand side and earns them the first corner of the second half and their fifth of the match.